大家好，我是陈如玉。今天的主题是打破外卖的魔咒。These days, everybody's so busy and we're all working so hard and so stressed out. There's no time to cook anymore. So delivery is a really good option, and it's really popular because it's so convenient and it's affordable. But a lot of delivery is not very healthy. So what can you do? Actually, I have a couple tricks because I actually order delivery a lot myself these days. I've been working a lot and I don't have time to cook for myself, and so a lot of time I actually order mala xiangguo, and my team likes to make fun of me because I eat it so often. But it's a really easy way because I order all vegetables, so I get like a mix of like lotus root and spinach or mushroom. You can get like doupi and beans and cauliflower, broccoli. So it's like a really good mix of different vegetables, and it comes really quickly. I order it so that they don't use like the beef broth or juyo, and then this way then it's still vegan. And then I also tell them to use less oil so that it's less greasy. So I think a big problem with a lot of the waimai is that it's very greasy. So you can just ask them to put a little bit less, and then hopefully they listen. Sometimes they don't listen, but you can also ask them to qing chao and or use just to use water to stir fry, and then that way then you can reduce the amount of oil, because probably the most unhealthy thing about the waimai is too much oil, and it's very greasy, and I personally don't even like how it tastes when it's too greasy, so I always tell them to use less. So another good option is liangpi, and that's also full of different vegetables and kaofu, and then the sauces like majiang and huashangjiang are both really healthy. They're full of the good fat and the good protein, and so that's a good option, and it's still really delicious and satisfying. I'm a big fan of spicy food, so spicy doesn't necessarily mean that it's unhealthy. A lot of people think that Sichuan cuisine or Hunan cuisine is unhealthy, but actually peppers and spicy foods, they are healthy because they help your body with immunity. They're also antioxidants, and so there's nothing wrong with eating spicy food. And so I always make sure that I still eat food that has a lot of flavor, because you don't want to feel like you're eating boring food all the time, and that's what makes a lot of people not stick to a healthy diet, because they think that it has to taste boring in order to be healthy. But nobody says that you can't have delicious, flavorful kind of food and it can still be healthy. So people just don't actually realize that. So if you order something and maybe they still don't listen and they cook it with too much oil, then you can pour it out, and then also add more a broth or some hot water that will kind of let you wash it a little bit, and then you can also add a different sauce if then it dilutes the flavor, and you can also eat it over rice, where then that absorbs the oil, and then if you don't eat the rice part later. So a lot of people also order soft drinks like Coke with their lunch, and that's actually probably the number one overlooked thing that is actually bad for you, because when you're drinking, you don't feel like you're having that many calories because it doesn't fill you up, right? It feels like you're just drinking water, the same kind of feeling, but actually you're drinking a lot of sugar and you're drinking a lot of calories. So instead, I recommend that you try, if you still want something sweet, you can try a fruit juice. You can try fruit mixed with vegetables like maybe maybe there's like a cucumber and pear kind of juice, or a carrot juice. Carrots are really sweet, and I also recommend like a coconut water or a coconut milk. Tea or just water is the best, actually. Coconut water is naturally very sweet, and so it still satisfies the want for sugar, but it's much more healthy because it comes from a natural fruit. If you do feel like you want to kind of indulge more for lunch, that's okay, because lunch is earlier in the daytime, so then you can switch so that your dinner is lighter, and then at dinner time then you can choose to eat much lighter and maybe just more vegetables instead. So I like to eat a lot of different kinds of foods, and especially exploring a lot of the different Chinese regions. When I order Cantonese food, then obviously Cantonese food is it's lighter in general because it's a lot of steamed kind of food. So there's going to be less oil and less fried and less heavier taste anyway. So I also really love Yunnan cuisine. So I love all of the mushrooms and the sticky rice that they have, also the very flavorful noodles, and especially the like stir fries with fresh mint and fresh basil, and it's like lighter and spicier flavors.